What is up, guys? Welcome back to another College Football 25 video. Today I'm going to be going over recruiting. Now, recruiting in College Football 25 in the Dynasty, I honestly did talk about when it comes to Dynasty, you have to recruit certain prospects to become a better team in the future and whatnot. Well, I want to teach it today. I want to go over just the basics of recruiting and what you can do to get your recruits really when it comes to College Football 25 in this Dynasty mode, because I know there's some people that have a hard time when it comes to recruiting. And for me, I understand it a little bit more now, so I definitely want to just give you guys my opinions and what I think would be the best method for recruiting. So if you do enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe if you're new, and also comment down below what you guys think. But let's get straight into it. Alright, so going over recruiting overall, I am using Georgia, of course, which yeah, Georgia would be the best bet for recruiting. Just to help well with this whole recruiting process, I just wanted to use them since they are the best team in the game, really. So I definitely just want to have a good shot with this. So as you see here, when it comes to recruiting, you will have to look at the team needs and you will have to try and get these players. So right here for this one, we have to try and get 2 quarterbacks, and this is a good example. We're going to try and find a good quarterback that we need. Now, as I did tell you guys, that there are 5 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, and 1 stars. The 5 stars will be a bit tough. Like I said in when I was starting my Dynasty video, the 5 stars will be the tough ones to go for, since you will have to do what you can to get the 5 stars. And since we're looking for quarterbacks, we're gonna have to go for a 5-star quarterback that we're gonna try and go for with the Georgia Bulldogs. So right now there are a few that are 5 stars, and there's some athletes that are also 5 stars as well that you can make really good quarterbacks for as well. The athletes aren't that bad either, but we're just gonna go with just a random quarterback. So we're just gonna go with 2 quarterbacks, 1 5-star, and we'll go for a 4-star as well. We're not gonna go for 2 5-stars. We're just gonna go for 1 5-star and 1 4-star. We're gonna go for a scramble here. All right, so for right now we are in the preseason, and we will have 1,000 hours, so we can use them for scouting just these 2, since we're gonna literally just use these 2 as examples for just the Dynasty. And we're just gonna also try to scout them. Now, as you see, for this scout here, we know that he has a throw power of 92, and he has an under pressure of 86, speed of 81, agility of 85, and we also have this 4-star QB here, which also is not good as a diamond, okay, for the gym and whatnot. He's just a bad pick overall. But some of these bad picks here aren't that bad, to be honest. You can still keep them. I've honestly kept a bit of bad picks on my other Dynasty with Missouri, and it's turned out pretty okay. So most of these bad picks aren't too bad, so we're just gonna go ahead and just recruit these 2 and just go for it. All right, so we just moved on to another week. So right now we're at our bye week, and we're gonna go ahead and go back to the recruiting board, and we're gonna look here, see we're at number 1 right now when it comes to top schools, since this player here is interested in wanting to come to play for Georgia Bulldogs. And same goes with this player here. He's also interested in playing with the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, with this here, you see up there at the top right, there is 1,000 hours. We can also put actions here. Also, sorry guys, this is me editing right now. I also want to tell you guys that it depends honestly with the hours. So in the preseason, you might get 1,000 hours if you're maybe a 5-star school or whatnot, but a 4-star school or 3-star school or even a 2-star school, you'll probably get 800 hours, or I think maybe 500 hours depending, or 750. It really depends honestly on which team you choose. The hours will depend, and you'll have to use them wisely whenever you're trying to recruit players. So you want to spend those hours wisely. You don't want to go crazy and trying to get a 4-star or 5-stars crazily. Just going for 3 stars or 2 stars for right now, and seeing what you can do is what you can do for 2-star schools or 2 or 3-star programs, just to get yourself out there more. But yeah, it depends on the hours. The hours themselves, I think they depend on the type of school you get. You get maybe 800 or 500 or something, or 750, depending on which school you go for. But yeah, sorry about that. Now, these actions will have good influence on your player that you're trying to recruit, since you want to definitely do this while you're doing your Dynasty. So for right now, we're just going to go straight with 50 for send the house. Really, that's what I would recommend for doing 5 stars, is send the house. Just literally send the house whenever you have a 5-star or a 4-star. Because sending the house will gain them a lot of influence, and it's really good to get that influence over time in the Dynasty or your season, really. So for 4 stars and 5 stars, definitely want to go send the house for them. For 3 stars, I would have maybe contact family and friends. If you have a lot of 3 stars, contact family and friends will also help you big time, and also DM the player and search social media will also be good for 3 stars too. Now we moved on to the next week, and here you can see right here, we gained a bit of influence on this one quarterback here, basically this improviser quarterback. And same goes with the scrambler here. We've also gained influence on him as well. So we definitely are getting some influence for these quarterbacks. We're going to go ahead and also get our first game in, which is also going to be against Clemson, which, I mean, in real life, Georgia beat the crap out of Clemson. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, and man, they whooped Clemson. So we did gain a bit of influence when it comes to these recruits. Now, if you see here, there's also schedule a visit. Now, right now in College Football 25, visits are honestly the best way to get your recruits to like sign them very quickly. Since visits have been buffed big time, you definitely want to put all your focus into getting your player to visit your college when the time is right. Whenever it hits like the top 5, that's when you can schedule a visit. Like once you get the top 5, I always schedule my visit very early just to get the upper hand on getting that player right then and there. Also, another thing that I need to go over is the coach abilities. Now, I did go over these in my Dynasty a bit, but the one that we're really going to be looking at is the recruiter. Now, the recruiter is honestly my favorite because you can literally put your points into all of these and actually get most of the players that you want. Like for me in my Dynasty, I decided to go for all of these and go for Tactician as well, because I like Tactician a little bit more than Motivator. Now there have been people saying that Motivator is a bit better, but I like Tactician. Tactician's honestly really good. But Recruiter overall, I would highly invest my points into Recruiter. Now for us, we're looking for QBs. Now for this one, we're gonna like take less time to fully scout the QB, and we can also go for tier 2 and tier 3 and tier 4 once we have enough coin by just winning games and really getting recruits. Because if you look at our coach here, our active perk is firm handshakes, extra XP for signing a recruit. So whenever we sign a recruit, we'll gain extra XP, which is honestly really good. So in my opinion, I would highly recommend going for recruiter if you're going for your first Dynasty or season. I highly recommend putting most of your points into recruiter, and if you want to, you can also go for Tactician and Motivator. Now later on in your seasons, if you want to get like more technical with your recruiting, you can also go for Strategist, which is another good one, but it's a bit expensive. So I would just say just keeping recruiter and keeping Tactician would honestly be the best bet. Alrighty guys, so we moved on to another week, and here we are. We did beat Clemson really good, and we are looking at our recruits now, and as you can see here, Alabama they're kind of close to us, and we don't want that whatsoever. We want to take over. Like we want to get this one recruit here, and we want to take over big time. We want to get this 5-star, which is a really cool 5-star, and improviser is fine. So we want to try to just boost our cap here. And what we have here is we have our points here, which is mainly our coin that we can put towards the upgrade coach skills. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to recruiter here, and we're going to put it towards just the quarterback for right now. Since we have like 30, we can just literally put it towards the quarterback. And with this, we got tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4, and we could use this to help us big time. Since recruiting actions have a bigger impact on the QB, increase weekly recruiting hours, which is definitely what we need to help with this, and it increases starting interest from QBs as well. So if we do miss out on the 5-star, we can always go for another QB and possibly get them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably put let's probably go for DM the player and search social media. We're just gonna pretty much go for those two, as it will help with the influence and the interest. So we're definitely gonna go for those two, and we're gonna move on to next week. All right, so both the players that we have here are in the top 5, so now we need to schedule visits for them, which honestly, visits are my favorite to go, and also, yeah, there's some players right there. So now we're gonna go ahead and schedule visits. Now, the best way we can schedule visits is like right here for Auburn. That's gonna be on week 6, but I want to get them very early, so I want to go for the bye week. Now, as you see here, there's a problem with that. With the bye week, you can schedule the visit now and possibly get them. However, I don't have the right pitch for them, so I have to wait in order to get that right pitch. Once I get the right pitch, then I will send the visit. So we will probably have to wait another week just for the right pitch. And let's look at this QB here. Does he have a good pitch? Yes, he does. So for this QB here, which is a 4-star QB, we can also go for a pitch here for championship contender, and that should help with the influence a little bit, honestly. Like before this whole like buff for the visits happened, visits were primarily okay, but now they are honestly really good for getting your players. So I would highly recommend using the visits as best as you can. So we're gonna go ahead and get him for championship contender and see what happens. All right, so guys, it's week 4 now. We're gonna look at this recruit here and see if we can schedule him a visit if he has his pitch, and he does. We're gonna go for athletic facilities and just go for that and hope for the best with this one and see how big that helps us big time. All right, guys. So here we are. We are looking at the 4-star QB right now, and he already had his visit. He already had his visit, as you see here. Visit was scheduled, and it did a lot for his influence. As you see there, the bar was a bit low, but now it's big and it's close to top 3, so we definitely can get this quarterback here, which is honestly really good. Now right now we are trying to work on getting this guy too. We got to go up against Auburn, but now we're facing Alabama and we have to win this one against Alabama, so hopefully it does win, and then going up against Auburn we probably will secure it. Alrighty guys, so here we have it right here. We have committed the 4-star QB here, which I knew we were going to commit him. Now we got to see about the 5-star, and I hope we do get him. Now we just did we did commit the 4-star. Now the 5-star, I don't know if we did get him. I don't think we did, because we lost to Auburn, which makes no sense, to be honest. I really don't know, but we have a chance at getting him. Now there is another way that you can also get your players, and that's also by maybe hard selling them. Now you can also sway a person. Now I also found out that with sway, it sometimes hurts. I don't know why. Like sometimes you won't get that player and it hurts big time. But you can also hard sell and soft sell if you just don't have as much, or if you just want to get that player right then and there, you can like hard sell them. But if you want to get that player right then and there are people say that you will have to sway them, but I don't know. I don't like sway as much. Hard sell is honestly the best way to go. Soft sell, hard sell is honestly really good to help with that influence as well. So we're gonna just add a little hard sell to them. That's all. We're gonna add a hard sell, and we just gotta find the best pitch here. So we're just gonna go with this pitch here, and it has A plus A plus A. So we're gonna try that, and we're gonna move on and see if we can get him. All right, guys. So we did get the 5-star QB. Now, honestly, I thought we weren't gonna get him, but hey, we were able to get this dude big time, which is good. Honestly, really good. I honestly thought we were gonna lose it. We were about to lose it to Auburn, which, oh my gosh, I don't know how we lost to Auburn in this season, but hey, we're honestly 3-3, and it's not looking good with the Georgia Bulldogs right now in the season. But yeah, when it comes to recruiting, really, I know I was using Georgia because they're like the #1 team in the game right now, but we can work with any team. Now I know that I was using the Georgia Bulldogs to I know I used the Georgia Bulldogs for this recruiting. I mean, I know that. You can literally do it with any other team and possibly get a 5-star. It's all about just what it's all about is going for visits and upgrading your coaching recruiter to mainly full max. If you're wanting to get that specific player, if it's a quarterback or wide receiver, go full max with them, and you can definitely possibly get them. You just have to play it right. You also have to win your games as well, because winning your games will be significant. It'll help out big time. So you definitely want to do that, and you also want to schedule your visits at the right time. Now here, we did lose to Auburn big time, 30-0, which makes no sense whatsoever. What in the heck? That didn't happen in real life. But overall, I would focus on trying to get those visits, since the visits itself does help out significantly. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video on the whole recruiting method. Now, this is what I do for my recruiting. I literally just put my visits. I just get the player that I want. I go all in for that player, go into tier 4 for my recruiting, basically the coaching, and I just put them on a visit early. That's really what I do. And if I need to push the bar a little bit further, I will literally go for a hard sell or a soft sell just to push that bar a little bit up and possibly secure that recruit. That's literally what I'll do. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about the video, if it did help you, and also subscribe if you're new. And also, you can join me for my Dynasty series if you want to. We are right now working with the Louisville Cardinals. If you want to join me for that, feel free to subscribe again, and also click on the notification bell. And as always, I'm the Game Raptor. Stay wild, everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace out.